নমস্কার কলকাতা, কেমন আছেন? সবাই খুব ভালো আছেন? Well, আমার নাম Sachin, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Amazon Prime Video. And also, I hope all of you know that Toofan তাড়াতাড়ি আসছে on Amazon Prime Video on the 16th of July. Well, Kolkata has a very, very special place in my heart, and it's a very special day. We've got some special guests also with us. Once again, all of you who joined us in, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure. Always good to see all of you, our media friends from Kolkata. Thank you so much for joining in. Toofan is releasing on the 16th of July on Amazon Prime Video, and the Toofani star cast and producer director is right here with us. With virtual round of applause, let's welcome Farhan Akhtar, Mrinal Thakur, and Rakeysh Prakash Mehra ji on stage. Welcome, ladies first, rolling out the red carpet.
The wait.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Good to see all of you back again. Thank you so much for joining us. All our friends from Kolkata have joined us, and Kolkata is the place known for art, music, culture. I'd like to say a few words for
and sport.
And
sport.
cricket,
Yeah. Especially football.
Football.
Cricket. One of my all-time favorite cricket captains is from there.
Yeah. And now it's going to be boxing soon. Even more love for boxing.
Yes.
And boxing, boxing also has lots of history of boxing in West Bengal and in Kolkata. So, yeah.
Ral,
Yes, sir.
a few thoughts, experience with Kolkata.
Music,
And music.
Music,
Yes.
yeah. I started
movies, food. Let's go to
Yeah.
books.
Books.
What are we doing here? Let's go to books.
Yeah, let's.
This virtual is hard to it.
How did we forget Sandesh? Puchka.
नहीं बहुत है यार.
Oh, Mrinal is going to say all of
Oh my god, and the fish and the types of, oh my god, the food. I think whenever I come to Kolkata to shoot, the only thing that I look forward to is pack up so that I can go and explore the local food. And the chai, the kullad mein they give you chai, that's so amazing.
Yeah,
Okay,
every
chai.
time she speaks about food, it's so mouth-watering and tempting.
Having set the benchmark really high with Bhag Milkha Bhag, did you, during the making of the film, as an artist, ever feel that pressure to live up to it?
You know, the Bhag Milkha Bhag was an amazing experience. And when we think back, to the way people loved the film, to the way it was appreciated critically, the way it did in terms of its box office success, it did set a bit of a benchmark for, when we'd work together again, we were pretty aware that there will be some kind of comparison to it. But I think what is important from the other point of view, which is from the people who are putting stuff together, is what is it about that film that people loved so much? I think they appreciated the honesty of effort, the sincerity with which the story was told, and that we had applied ourselves in every possible way to make the story and Milkhaji's life come across the screen, as powerfully and as effectively as possible, without trying to manipulate the audience in any kind of way. So the challenge really lay in that. It wasn't about bettering a previous film. It was really like, that's the place we need to go back to as collaborators. Because if there is anything to be expected, it would be that honesty again. So that's really what it was. And there were many times before this film that Rakeysh and I met and we spoke about other things, other ideas and other things. At times, I was excited. At times, Rakeysh was excited. But this was the time that both of us were excited about doing something together.
There have been a lot of sports movies, even movies regarding boxing. So what more can we expect from Toofan?
I don't know what more you can expect, because every film does their best and they put the best foot forward. But it's like saying, there are movies and there are movies, there are stories and then there are stories. So it's Toofan is a entirely different story, a story which I'm sure, I hope you haven't witnessed the likes of it in any other film, whether sports drama or not, or whether it was action drama or romantic drama. It's a riveting story. It's a very inspiring story of the main protagonist, played by Farhan Aziz Ali, and Ananya Prabhu, played by Mrinal. It's the story about life, actually. If you really want to ask me, if you would ask me what's your film about, my answer will not be it's about boxing. Instinctively I would respond it's about relationships, it's about life, it's about ups and downs of life, it's about your conflicts, it's about your struggles in life, whether you're struggling with the circumstances, with the norms of the society, or you're struggling with yourself, or even if you're struggling with your loved ones. So the endeavor has been to, if I were to watch the film, I should see myself there.
In this film, what Aziz Ali else is fighting for?
So Aziz Ali, like Rakeysh answered, all of us want to be, for one, accepted for who we are, and we want to be judged for our character. We don't want to be judged for anything that may be a perception of us that the world has. And boxing is a great metaphor for that, because boxing is something that truly tests your character. No matter how strong you may think you are, no matter how strong somebody else thinks you are, no matter how many fears you may have, no matter how scared somebody else thinks you are, when you're in that ring, that is the time for you to prove yourself, what you think you stand for, and people will understand what it is that they thought of you maybe was right or was wrong. So it's a great test of character. So at the heart of it all, it is about character. It is about standing up for who you are, for what you believe in, and of course, to a certain extent, for the people who believed in you. Because when you go into the ring, you may be alone, and it's a lonely spot while you're in there, but you're representing many people who are a part of that journey, who brought you to that point. So I think he's fighting for himself. He's fighting for Ananya, and he's fighting for, I would also say, basically acceptance and understanding from the world.
Whichever character you play, maybe Toofan, maybe Milkha ji, maybe Kartik Kartik, you always tend to get into the skin of that character. So once the shoot is over, how difficult is it for you to switch on to again Farhan Akhtar? And one more question would be, I find a very interesting dimension in whatever you do, be it an actor, director, screenwriter, producer, television host, so many roles we have seen you in. So which role challenges you the most and why?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how to answer your second question. I do things that give me some kind of creative joy and creative satisfaction. Otherwise, I won't do them. So as and when I'm working with Rakeysh on this film, I'm loving my time as an actor. When I'm directing Shahrukh, when I'm doing Dawn, I'm loving my time as a director. When I'm with my band going around performing music, that's all I care about. So it's at that given point in time how I feel. I just follow my heart with that. So that's, I think, the best way that I can answer that question. Coming to this question, all of us, including you, I mean, today who you are, is the sum of all your experiences that you've had in life. Today you're not the same guy who you were 1 year ago. You're not the same guy who you were 5 years ago. And it's not because you've done some films in the middle, it's because you've had certain experiences that have changed you. So similarly, with every film, you change, and there are certain things that you learn from that character that you'd like to inculcate into your own life. And this happens on a subconscious level, or certain things that you realize that you want to let go of. There's some learning through it. And that happens with every single film. So it's not only films that demand a deep dive, like Toofan or like Bhag Milkha Bhag or like Kartik that you said, but every single film demands that. Because some demand it maybe more than others, some influence you more than others, but you take something that becomes a part of you, and it happens organically, it happens without you thinking about it, but you do keep evolving, and you should, because that is important. I mean, if I was still the same Farhan who made Dil Chahta Hai, I don't know if my film career would have progressed at all and how I would have grown, as an artist. So it was important to keep having these experiences and keep changing. And
What made you choose Farhan as Aziz Ali and Akka Arju Bhai?
Here, the journey was slightly different. I'll go back, rewind 7 years. I had this wonderful story for Bhag Milka Bhag, which I took to Farhan that time. And we spoke about it for like not more than 20 minutes, and we were doing the film, the spirit of the idea. Now, fast forward 7 years later, Farhan called me and he had an idea of a film called Toofan. And it took us 20 minutes to do the film, to say, yes, we must do this film. It was when I heard the idea, when he first told me what, generally not like this is the beginning, this is the middle, this the spirit of the film, what we were. I was blown away.
Farhan himself is a film director. So how is it like directing a person who is himself a director?
It is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. He does half the work and the credit I get. So, no, if the person you're collaborating with knows that he knows, it makes your life easier. And I think throughout the shoot, the thing we shared in common, and I hope it remains like that, is silence. We need to talk very little to each other, because once you know what your common goal is, he'll take a certain path reaching there, I'll take a certain path reaching there. In between, we will meet, crisscross, travel together for say 100 miles, again split, meet after another 100 miles, again crisscross, but reach the same destination. I hope I'm able to explain that to you.
Mrinal, in the film, you play a doctor and you're also a big motivating factor for Aziz. You push him to become a boxer, and to get back to the ring again. Just to understand, in real life, is there someone who is such a driving force for you?
There are times where when I walk into a room, or if there are like award functions or auditions or whatever, I feel really low, and these are the people who jump in and tell me that, Mrinal, never forget why you started. You always need to remember why you started. And my sister, to be precise, she always made sure that I achieve, I never thought that I would be an actor. For a Marathi girl who belongs to such an orthodox family, it was a win-win situation for me when I got to know that my father got transferred to Mumbai. So inside there was like, like we moving to the city of Bollywood, and I was really happy. But it was actually my sister who always fought for me. I was studying in hostel in Mumbai at that point of time. She was in Kerala, fighting with my parents why they should allow me to pursue acting and become an actor. So yeah, the credit, I think the Ananya in my life is my sister Luchin. So thank you, Luchin.
Thank you so much for joining us, and do tune in on the 16th of July, Amazon Prime Video. Toofan is releasing, and let me also highlight over 200 territories, and it's going to be dubbed in. It's already dubbed in English, originally by them, and yes, the original is Hindi. So go for it. Toofan and the City of Joy. You guys are lovers of music, art, films. You always have showered lots and loads of love. All of us do that on Toofan as well. Once again, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. This is Sachin Kumbar signing off. Have a Toofani week ahead. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Sharmila Maiti from Sharmila Show House, and please subscribe my channel, click the bell button for more updates.